Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Welcome along to a Wednesday night watch-along. It is Luton versus Nottingham Forest in the Championship. We're in the midst of yet another three-game week. 3 weeks in a row we have midweek rounds. This is the second of them. We're on the second night. We had 6 games last night. We've got another 6 games tonight. And Sky have gone with Luton and Forest. So here we are. Remember, I live just about probably 20 minutes away from the Luton ground. And I can tell you it is horrible outside. So good luck to the players on this one. Please let yourself be known if you are here in the feed. Let me know who you're representing. Also, let me know if you're watching another game tonight and you'll be able to keep us up to date with that. As I say, 6 games going on in the Championship. Sky live, and I'm looking at the wonderful face of Mick McCarthy, who's in the studio there over at Sky. Right, let's have a look and see what is going on tonight, and then we will have a look at the teams in this one. So, last night, quick roundup. I have done a full review of this during the day and clipped the video, so you've got no excuse in terms of not knowing what I think about all of these games. It was Barnsley 3, QPR 0, Blackburn 2, leaders Reading, March on 4, Borough 2, Coventry 0, Mr. Warnock sneaking up on the playoffs there, Brentford 1, Norwich 1, Norwich leave it late again, Wycombe 1, Watford 1, first point for Wycombe, Swansea 2, Stoke 0, Swansea skulking into second place. That can change tonight because, as you can see, already kicked off is Preston 0, Millwall 0. They started at 7. I guess it's a long old drive for those Millwall players up to Preston. So they've gone 45 minutes early. And Birmingham play Huddersfield. Luton Forest, that's our game here. Bournemouth, Bristol City, that is an all top 6 clash. We'll have a look at the table in just a second. And Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday. Derby, Cardiff is the final game tonight. I can probably find a live league table if I scroll. There we go. So that is the way it stands. Reading with their ludicrously, fantastically brilliant start on 22 points already. Unbelievable. Swansea there, Watford there. So Bristol City with a win tonight over Bournemouth can move up to second. And Bournemouth with a win over Bristol City can move up to second. So a lot riding on that game. Millwall, as we said, have already kicked off. A win for them would jump them up to 15 points and into that top 4. They can win by a couple of goals. Could even go third, again, depending on what happens between Bristol City and Bournemouth. Who else is playing tonight? Luton, well, we're covering them. Look at that. They could jump up on to 15 points if they pick up their 5th win of the season tonight over Chris Hughton's Forest. You've got Huddersfield and Cardiff there in lower mid-table, just in the bottom half, who are looking to have a little jump up. Birmingham, they need a win. They haven't won since the opening day. As I can say the same for Rotherham, who play neighbours Sheffield Wednesday, who are looking to get to -1. And, of course, Derby there, they compete against Cardiff. They would love to get a win and make a bit of a jump out, up, and into the 3rd quartile of the league. Right, let's have a look at some of your comments. Before we go any further, we must give a shout out to our wonderful friend, Charlie. Charlie Frost, 30 years a loyal royal. Here is to many more, he says. He is our fan sponsor. Charlie, great friend of the channel. Great guy. Was just DMing him on Instagram. Thank you so much, Charlie, for everything you've done for our little channel here. What a guy. Right. Let's go to this. Well, let's get your comments first, actually, and say hello here. Marcus says Forest should win this run, right? Iain is ready for Miller's Owls. Yes, Iain, I'm with the Sky game, I'm afraid, my friend. But if you can keep us up to date on Miller's Owls, that will be sensational. Hey to QPR forever. John, looking forward to this one tonight. Great. No Marshall for Derby. That's interesting. What's the deal there? Lewis, let me know. Hopefully it doesn't hinder them too greatly. QPR Forever says, absolute disgrace and shambles last night. Doesn't help. Samuel turned down a new contract at the last minute and has been banished out of the first team. All not well at QPR. Captain Nat says, come on Wednesday. That's good because we've got Iain here as well in that Yorkshire derby. Good evening, Ben. Well done to Reading for their start of the season. Send my best to Charlie. Absolutely, I will. Chelsea are winning. Nice. Thank you, Joseph. Harry says he can see a Luton winning in that derby game. Injured Keller Roos in goal. And thank God Harry Wilson not in the squad. Okay. Great updates there from Lewis, the Derby fan. If you're watching one of the other games, Iain or Nat watching Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday, maybe, or Lewis watching Derby and Cardiff, do keep me updated on what's going on there. Always a trick, as we see the great Mick Harford there wandering out onto the pitch there. Mr. Luton, what a guy. Is Ben, says, come on, Forest. Watch out for Guerrero if he gets on for Forest tonight. Good striker. Well, he has... tonight he has Amiobi and Lyle Taylor ahead of him, not Lewis Graben. Interestingly, Joseph says Chelsea winning 3-0. Thank you, Joseph, for the update there. Right, let's have a look at these teams in this one tonight. It is Luton versus Nottingham Forest. Mixed start, given the two teams. Luton will be far happier with their start than Forest, obviously, and Forest, another managerial change. Sabri Lamucci obviously out after that bad start. Luton have reverted. Luton have gone to a 3 at the back. I don't think they ever played it in the actual first place. But Sluga in goal, Bradley, Pearson and Lockyer. We wondered how Nathan Jones would square that circle of 3 into 2. Well, he's playing all 3 of them. Craney and Norrington Davies are the wing-backs. So a very Sheffield United look at the 2 wing-backs there. Dewsbury Hall and Ray with Pelly, Ruddock and Panzer in the midfield. I have been told by my Luton friends that Pelly was pretty much a number 10 in the last game. So we're either going to get a double pivot of Ray and Dewsbury Hall, or we'll get Ray sitting and Panzer and Dewsbury Hall as 8s. We'll see how Nathan Jones configures this, depending on what Forest look like, I am sure. Collins is back. I think there was a COVID issue there. That's great news for Luton. Elliot Lee will play up top with him. On the bench, Shea, Clark, Moncur, Morel, the new signing, Tunnicliffe, Hilton, and Luar. So some decent strength on the bench there, right across the pitch, really, for Luton. Shows how well they have built up that squad. In fact, Luton Analytics says, think Ray will sit on his own. So I will bow to his superior knowledge. So possibly Ray sitting as a 6 with then Dewsbury Hall and Panzu just ahead in the 8 spots. Remember, and we'll talk about this right now, we might get a very old school looking 4-4-2 from Forest, but we might not, given there's not actually 2 forwards there. We'll have to wait and see how this one transpires and whether SofaScore have got that right. I have a sneaking suspicion they haven't, and that might actually be a 4-2-3-1, but we will find out, won't we? So for Forest, Samba in goal, and there'd been a lot of messing around previously with Lamucci in his final days with this back 4, and essentially bought an entirely new one. Chris Hughton's got that very solid in terms of the selection now. So Christie, McKenna, Figueiredo and Yanu. Forgive me if we've got any Greeks watching with the pronunciation on that one. He's Greek, isn't he? He's not Cypriot, is he? Someone will let me know in the chat, won't they? So solid in terms of selection with the back 4 there. And you would expect, if it is a 4-4-2, which it may not be, but this doesn't really matter at this point, Colback and Yates will just sit very much like Sal and Watson did when Lamucci was the manager. Now, we don't really know. Could it be one of those 3, Knockout, Lolly, Amiobi is going to play as a 10 and it'll be a 4-2-3-1, or will Amiobi play up top? We will find out. Ben's helped me out there. He's Cypriot. There we go. I apologise there for getting that one wrong. So I'm not sure how Forest will actually line up there. We'll wait and see. I don't know quite. It said 4-4-2 on SofaScore at the weekend, so maybe it is. But that was Grabban and Taylor. This is Ameobi, who is a wide player. So we'll find out. It could be Ameobi as a 10, Knockaert as a 10. Lolly will definitely play down the right in some form or fashion, and Taylor will definitely play up front. But otherwise, not entirely sure how Forest will line up and how that will match up with Luton. We'll find out when the game kicks off. On the bench, so no sign of Lewis Grabban anywhere, in fact. Jordan Smith, Jenkinson, Mbeso, Luke Freeman, very good player at this level on the bench there. Samba Sow as well, very high points percentage when he played for Forest last season. Guerrero, who we've already had shouted out in the chat here, and Alex Myton make up the numbers there. We are probably, 3 or 4 minutes from kickoff there. And there is Luke Freeman. And God, they have to come out of the old wooden stand at Kenilworth Road there. Goodness me, I've been in there a few times. Be careful in there. Mind your head, as it says, indeed. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Katie is here, says, up the Hatters. Iain says, no problem. Keep us updated, my friend. Just gets better. Chelsea winning. Who would be an Ars fans? Do you think McCarthy could do a job for you? Unless he gets promised money, he's not going there. But maybe. Stick with Warburton a bit longer there. Brian Steam, top player for Luton. David Pleat in the 80s. Absolutely, yeah. Gotta love the pointless tweet from Wickham. What did they say, Katie? In fact, I think she's answered there. It was an image of pointless. Oh, yes, I did see that. Where they said the series was cancelled. Yes, Wickham no longer pointless. Evening to Lee. Now, I know Lee will appreciate this Pinot Noir. So I will drink to him. And anyone who dares to give me a super chat, we must say it's Jay who sponsors the Dearly Departed. It's his birthday today, so he's probably had a few of those sherbets already. Let's have a look here. Ben says, Forest in the camouflage shirt. Yes, they are. You can't quite make out because Jack Colback is so tattooed there. Actually, lots of footballers are very tattooed, aren't they? You can't quite make out his arms for the shirt there. Anir is here. Excellent. Nice to see you, my friend. Super Joe Morelli says, on the bench for Luton tonight. He did play, I think, Lewis Grabban, painted as a villain in Sunderland Till I Die. Not the only time he's been painted as a villain. Katie, Freeman is quality. Hope he comes back. Indeed, Lee. But if SofaScore are right and Houghton is playing a 4-4-2, then really the only spot is on the left wing. And we know Houghton loves Knockaert, doesn't he? And he's brought him in there. In fact, we're getting a close-up of Knockaert, who just can't escape the Championship. We thought he got promoted from it with Fulham last season. Alas, no. We'd like Windass to start for Wednesday. Nat, help us out. Who's starting in that game? Let me know. Lewis says, Lolly played in the 10 against us second half. Ameobi on the left. So there you go. Could be a 4-2-3-1. We'll find out very, very soon. Tom is here. Let's hope we get the same result the last time we played with Houghton as the opposition manager. Norwich 0, Conference Luton 1. Nice one, Tom. Long memory there. They flashed up the Luton team there. Luton Analytic in the chat said we're expecting that midfield three to be configured with Glenn Ray just sat in front and Dewsbury Haaland and Panzu with a bit more license. And Panzu certainly appeared to play well in the game against Sheffield Wednesday. Katie loves Windass. We know that if you watch the channel. Anir says, Luton 1, Forest 1. Long time no see. Thought you'd pop in. Great to see you, my friend. Grabban only cares about Grabban. Well, we'll find out. So, yes, they've got a 4-5-1 with Lolly as a 10 or a 4-2-3-1 on Sky. So that was what I was sort of thinking. Ben Lundstrom leaving the Blades, end of the season. Interesting. Why is that, Lee? Why have they announced that already? Interesting. Lolly in the central attacking midfield. Good choice. I saw him play there against QPR for Forest last season. Forest won 4-0. So I don't know what that says. They've kicked off at Bournemouth, apparently, says Anir. Norwich City said Harry Kane played that day. Wow. Don't you wish you could have done a deal there to get him there? There you go. So we're stuck with no plan B. Well, come on, QPR forever. See it out. Players not out here yet. Added time already. No more late goals at Rotherham, please, Iain. Absolutely no more. Very, very quickly, guys, if I may, give a plug to Fan First, our sponsors this next couple or this current couple of weeks. www.fanfirst. You can see it in the top corner there as well. You can go and rate the players. We will do it live after the game, no doubt. Fanfirst.co.uk, user-generated player ratings. Right, we are all ready to go at the Kenilworth Road, not far from where I'm sat right now in my lovely warm house. The players have actually taken the knee and got it right. We haven't seen the centre taker kick the ball away, which we've seen for a couple of games. And up they hop. I wonder if anyone's going to get injured. Just hops up wrongly there. Joe Lolly is going to take the centre. And we are ready to go, guys. Luton versus Forest. The watch-along here. Wednesday night. Championship football. Get comfortable. Just having a look at how Forest appear set. It does look like Lolly's a number 10. Again, they've gone away from the wide shot with Amiobi left, Taylor up top, and Knockaert right by the look of it. You would then assume Colback will sit with Yates in a double pivot there. So we think a 4-2-3-1 for Forest, just based on that wide shot Sky put up there. Sluga is going to knock this goal kick long. 30 seconds gone. There is Chris Hughton, obviously excellent manager at championship level on his last few goes. And Sky say twice promoted, Newcastle and Brighton promotions. They're headed away by McKenna and cleared again. And the ball has gone dead. We have played a minute and there has literally not been a pass completed in this game. We will get to your comments as we go. Hi, Ben. Got a nice 2015 Chilean Altera. Oh, very nice here. I'll drink to that. Cheers. Cameron says, happily watching the bloodbath from 7 points clear. Love it. Are you a Reading fan, Cameron, by any chance? Close up on Nathan Jones here. More interesting than the game at the moment. QPR is making blueberry and lemon cupcakes. Oh, very nice too. I'm sure Shaylee could give you some advice or some help on that, whether you need it or not. I don't know. Alistair is here. Excellent. Ben, we've made 2 changes in 3 games. Your Preston changing joke is no more. That doesn't mean I'm going to ditch it, Alistair. It wouldn't be like me to reiterate an old joke. Cardiff launching it into the box from Thrones already. That's causing me... you know what's going to be happening. Wednesday will be overtaking Wickham at this rate. A win tonight, -1, and they are there. We're up and running there. Harry says, what do I think of Nathan Jones and Luton? Seemed like a match made in heaven, doesn't it, Harry? John says he's going for a Luton. 3-1. This is very bitty so far. I know I've been reading the comments. Throwing down the line, looking for Elliot Lee, and cleared again. No flow to this game whatsoever so far. It's almost like either side would benefit just from knocking it around the back 4 for a bit. Looks like that's what Luton might do now. Into Ray in midfield. And he gives it back to Lockyer. Pearson to Bradley. And he goes home exactly as I suggested. And Sluga. Poor kick from Sluga. And it's been turned over. They can't quite get Lolly into the 10 there. And the ball has gone dead again. Really poor start to this game, I have to say. I'm sure it will get going very, very soon. Forest Fan TV is here. Lovely. Come on, you Reds, he says. Oh, okay. Stand corrected. 9 years a chef. I think you're going to be all right making some cupcakes then. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. Throw in down the right here. Craney is going to take it for Luton. Flicked on. And Amiobi pops that one down the line. Distinct lack of anything. I wouldn't say a lack of quality because no one's had the chance here. Luton with some possession, but otherwise not a lot happening into the channel there for Collins. Craney following up, and it's gone dead again. Now, come on, guys. We had that game between Derby and Watford on the watch-along, didn't we? Which was pretty dull. Let's hope this is not going to be the same. Normally, Luton are very, very up and at them, kind of all-or-nothing team, as the no draws would suggest. But not great so far. Brice Samba is taking his sweet time with this goal kick. 4 minutes gone, 0-0. Alistair says, if anything, you're looking for someone to send you sleep, Preston Millwall. Okay. Here's Mpanzu, knocks that out. Right. Wasn't having no, absolutely not. No. My bad, QPR forever. Send us a picture, though. Oh, Bits is here. Excellent. Are we all covering games? 50-1 accumulator here. Millwall, Wednesday, Lazio, and Man U. He's going to win £1 million tonight, Bits. It's going to happen at some point. 2 to 3 years ago, I never thought we would be playing Bournemouth away. There you go. You are one of my favourite YouTubers. Thank you, QPR, for very kind. Rotherham Wednesday stopped because of a drone. Really? Interesting. Slow start at Birmingham, says David is here. Huddersfield having the majority of the ball in their own half. Air Buchanan, Lewis's favourite player there. Prodigious leap on Lee Buchanan, the Derby left wing back. Right. I want to try and get into this game now, but come on, elite football players. Entertain me, please. Throw in down the left-hand side for Luton. Ray recycles that back, as he will do happily all night. It goes out to Lockyer. A new signing from Charlton. Ray picks it up. You can see Ray's job is just to recycle, keep everything going. Mid-low block from Forest, not interested in pressing the 3 centre halves of Luton. Dewsbury Hall comes back and goes home. Some possession here. Chris Hughton will be very happy with his side's defensive shape. But here is Lee. Nice switch of play out. Norrington Davies down the left-hand side. In early. There was a hand up there in the box. It was a shot from Collins. Big appeal from him. There was a hand away from the body. It was spanked at it. Maybe we'll see a replay. It would have been harsh. Maybe about 4 weeks ago in the Premier League, it would have been given. But I'll reserve judgment until I see a replay on that one. Here is Ianu, who is Cypriot, not Greek. Colback, Yates, and out to Figueiredo. SofaScore had that wrong as well. Figueiredo is right centre-back. McKenna, left centre-back. Yates, Forest, first possession here. What is going on? Delay because of a drone underway again. All players off the pitch. All players and ref in the dressing room. What is going on there? Dear oh me. Wondering why there were so many games. Then I realised it's Wednesday, not the weekend. That's what COVID will do for you, Katie. There we go. City come close to the Bournemouth goal. 0-0, actually, Alistair. Good point. I will put that up on the banner. Forest just settling into this one now. Luton had all of the ball. Maybe we'll get a replay of that possible handball into the bargain at some point. Referee brings players off at New York Stadium. Drone. Glenn Murray is doing the Bournemouth v Bristol City game on Soccer Saturday. He's not. Oh no, he plays for Watford, doesn't he? Lyle Taylor into the box there. Knockhart has picked it up on the right-hand side. We saw a lot of him last season. Knockhart, decent cross there. Sluga lets it run across his goal. Lolly was arriving in the centre. On the back post was Amiobi. He could not pick out anybody. Who is on top in this game? Bits, nobody really. Right, we're going to have a look at this shout here. Look, McKenna has his arm like this. I mean, it's away from his body, to be fair. I've seen them given in the Premier League, I have to say. It is blasted at him, but his hand is like up like that. So I don't know what you think if you saw that on Sky, but interesting one early in this game. Cameron, I'm going out for dinner on Friday night, so there's going to be no watch along on Friday. I'll be here on Saturday for the main games. Thank you, Alistair. Enjoyed my review of the Reading game. Curtis Davis versus Kiefer Moore in Derby Cardiff is interesting. Here come Forest with Amiobi. Pelly Ruddock nicks it away from him there. And I'll have a sip of wine indeed. You can support the channel, as it says across the bottom, via Super Chat. Every little helps. even 99p Patreon. Or we now have a Teespring shop where you can buy some merchandise. You can buy a t-shirt, a hoodie, a phone case, a jumper, all of that, a mug. Drink red wine out of your Benjamin Bloom mug. Wouldn't that be a fine thing? We've reached over 12,900 subs. Coming up 13,000 now. Come on. Get in there. Sponsorship inquiries there. Benjamin Bloom Music at gmail.com. There. Chris is here. Excellent. Preston, 1 shot, none on target. Millwall 6, 1 on target. Looks like Millwall have the territory in that game, although shot count tells us something. Not everything. Actually, Bits, DM me and I'll tell you where we're going on Friday because I don't want to say live because I'll look like a snob, but really great restaurant. Right, Knockhart with the free kick. He's yelling some instructions to the Forest attacking players. Knockhart's going to take this free kick left-footed. In it goes. Flat delivery to the back post. Amiobi's there, headed clear. Lolly wants to recycle. Lolly plays it back up the line. Fed in again by Krissy. Cleared by Bradley. Forest have it back. Krissy to Iain, who plays it into central midfield, where Knockhart has dropped in after taking that free kick. Knockhart, already you can see here under Houghton and Forest, has much more license than he did under Parker at Fulham last season. And that didn't really work, did it, Scott Parker and Knockhart? We know Houghton and Knockhart works particularly well. Nat says, players back out at Rotherham. So expect that Rotherham game probably to go past 10 p.m, I would have thought, after all is said and done there. After all is said and done. 1 and 1 still is 1. Remember that song from the 90s? God. Bits, thank you, sir. $4.99, a dismal weekend. Managed to get in the black by 50 quid yesterday. Good work, Bits. And I'll drink to that, my friend. A long diag there, Norrington Davis. In lots of space there. Millwall only shot on target. Straight at Rudd. Romeo hit the corner flag. I don't even remember us having a shot, says Alice there. We've got a few people on all of the games tonight. This is brilliant. Chris, I will literally be begging for a goal in the next hour games. Oh, God, Barbe's own goal. Yes. Not good. At least QPR forever. You have got the mitigating factor of Dickie's red card. In that one, remember a mate of mine used to take first dates to an Indian in Sheffield on a Wednesday night because it was 2 for 1. Sensational stuff. You know you got a keeper if they go for that. Iain crosses to the back post. I think it was helped on by Bradley, yes. So Norrington Davies clears up of the line here. And not a lot of quality in this game so far. It would be unfair of me to put that down to Chris Houghton, but I will say he keeps things very tight and very difficult to play against in his games, doesn't he? So we'll see how this one pans out. Quick thanks again to Bits for the $4.99 super chat there. Very, very kind. Very, very helpful in these jobless times. Lockyer plays that one up the line to Craney. Craney closed down by Colback. Nice ball inside to Lee. Here is Ray. Our classy play by Ray. Big switch there out to Norrington Davis. Nice ball inside. Good football. Dewsbury Hall has got space, but Forest, as with a Chris Houghton team, you'd imagine, nice block behind the ball. Luton may have to be patient. Luton like to kill people on the transition, don't they? They're not going to be able to do that tonight. Forest will not let them. You can just see that they're not going to give them that opportunity. Sluga, poor clearance here. Amiobi gets onto it, knocks that one back to Yates. Yates out to Knockhart, who's appeared on the right. Knockhart wants to get it on his left foot. Plays it just inside. Poor ball and cleared by Bradley. Forest waking up now in this game. Lewis says, Derby on top, pressing well. Lawrence went close. We can go to the split screen, everybody drink, and bring up the current state of play in the Championship. No goals so far tonight, but we can have a little look at the games. They're just running back that knockout play there. 0-0 everywhere. It says interrupted there, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday. Preston 0, Millwall 0, Rotherham 0, Drones and Sheffield Wednesday 0 there. Birmingham 0, Huddersfield 0. We're obviously doing Luton Forest. Derby 0, Cardiff 0, Bournemouth 0, Bristol City 0. Big one out from the back. And Colback has it. David says Birmingham coming more into the game, still playing more on the counter. 1 corner apiece. Birmingham, a nightmare to score past this season. Anir says Bristol City made the better start down at Bournemouth there. Oh, swung into the box there from the left from Forest. Some holding going on at the back post there, I think, with Knockaert and with Bradley. Nothing doing there. Some penalty box interest at both ends for both sides here. Are we back started at Rotherham and Sheffield Wednesday? Yeah? Anyone let me know? My bad, I forgot about that. So I'm thinking of one was Zahor, put it straight at Rudd. Going to be a tight one, we think, at Preston and Millwall. They're going to be reaching... they kicked off at 7, didn't they? So they must be into the second half now, are they? Someone will let me know in the chat. 15 minutes going on here. Not a lot happening. A little bit of a lack of quality. Forest proving hard for Luton to play against. Handball shout against McKenna. Collins shot. The arm's out. It's very close range. I'll leave that one up to you. Knockaert, busy for Forest. More so than Fulham for most of the season last time out. Krissy, give and go there with Knockaert. Krissy goes down the right-hand side. Knockaert darts in. A nice ball inside by Krissy to Yates. Yates to Knockaert. And he's tackled by Dewsbury Hall. And now, can Luton kill them on the transition? Like they always try to. A lovely skill by Dewsbury Hall. And he draws the foul. Beautiful bit of play there by the low knee. Yates is trying to wind him up. Lovely little drag back and flick through his legs there by Dewsbury Hill. We're going to get a replay of that. Oh, he's really mugged Colback off there. And Yates with the foul. We have a goal, guys. It is Rotherham 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Bits, I can't put your message up because I'll get demonetized. Rotherham scored. Rotherham 1-0. Restart at 4:15 minutes. What in... Lee has ordered himself a BB mug. Brilliant. Can you send me a photo with it, Lee? That'd be amazing. Jamie Lindsay with the goal. Lewis says, great link-up play between Josviak and Byrne, presumably down the right-hand side. Here come Luton trying to get Norrington Davis up down the left. Christie concedes the corner. John says, up the Millers. Let's try and bring it up on the split screen there. Rotherham, very competitive this season, I have to say. Lindsay with the goal on 5 minutes. So they are about 11, 12 minutes behind us there. Rotherham taking the lead early on in that one. Corner over here to Luton. They go short. In it goes to the near post. Brice Samba, very alert on his feet, and he's bowled it out. Now, can Forest get Luton on the transition? No. Well blocked out by Mpanzu there. Give and go between him and Lockyer, who hadn't got back from the corner yet. And here's Ray. And Lockyer goes back home. Oh, QPR forever, you legend. A £5 super chat. Yes, it really, really helps. It really, really does. To be very transparent, I get a payment every month from YouTube for ad revenue, and then it tots up to a decent amount with the super chats. Hopefully, one day the ad revenue will be enough for me to live off, but we need to work really hard for a couple of years for that to happen. So your super chats are a massive help. They're the difference between me going and retraining in cyber as the government are. So yes, thank you, QPR Forever. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Very kind. Stanislas puts a free kick wide in the Bournemouth-Bristol City game. Stephen says Rotherham won't be easy to beat this season. That's not proved the case, has it? Only really Reading getting a good win over Rotherham this season. Otherwise, they've been competitive in every game. Oliver is here with a new avatar there. Very happy with how we started. Birmingham look a very solid side, don't they just? Free kick for Birmingham, says David. Landed to Gardner and he couldn't convert. Rotherham, Luton, Cardiff. Huddersfield 78.4 to 1. Nice. Bring it on. Oh dear. Lawrence down injured for Derby. Here come Luton down the left-hand side with Norrington Davis. Stands up. Krissy. Good play by Norrington Davis. Ooh. Cross deflected. And Cressey was in the box from the other side, the other right wing back position there. Didn't quite fall for him. Norrington Davis looking very direct and aggressive attacking from the left wing back position. First time I'm seeing Luton live this season. So very eager to see. I saw a lot of Luton last season, but obviously I've not seen Norrington Davis, Dewsbury Hall play. So excited to see those guys in action. Coming up, 20 minutes on this one. Hogan first shot for Birmingham, says David. Tom says, main worry about QPR so far is they've gone from 6th in chances created to 17th. Yes. Oh, slip through. Lyle Taylor. Oh, very good goalkeeping by Sluga there. Nice ball through. I think it was Knockout. Lyle Taylor makes the run. Sluga smartly out off his line there and threw himself Superman style at that one. Good goalkeeping by the Latvian, Sluga. Someone will correct me in the chat, won't they? Yes, good point by Tom, though. When you know the chances created is dropping, especially for a Mark Warburton team, you know you're worried. Here's Mpanzu trying a very clever pass there to Cressey. And I think Cressey might have won a corner. Indeed, he has. Good play by Cressey and good ball through there. Kudos again to Sluga. I think we're going to see a replay on this one if Sky can get their act together. I think it was Knockout who... Knockout creatively, I've seen him do more in 20 minutes for Forest than pretty much all season for Fulham. There's so much more license here. Good goalkeeping by Sluga there, and Lyle Taylor just knocked away from the ball by Sluga. It's a hand-drawn picture of me. Nice one. £30. Love it, Oliver. Brilliant stuff there. We need 6 points from Rotherham. Wickham, says Nat. 1-0 down. Wednesday coming back well, though, says Iain. Iain is that rarity, a well-balanced, self-aware football fan. Corner goes loose. Ray! And Ray has scored for Luton. 1-0. Luton, messy goal. The corner went in, not cleared. It rolls along the floor, and Ray puts it in with the right foot, just trickled it along the ground. Luton have the lead on 20 minutes here. It is Luton 1, Forest 0. Headed back, I think, by McKenna, I think, in the first instance. And it just falls. I think Cressey, there was a shout for a foul on Cressey, actually. He's with Taylor, and Ray just puts it down. They were shouting for a penalty, in fact. And Ray just spins around, sticks it in with his right foot there. Probably wasn't a penalty. Everyone's appealing. Both teams appealing. 1-0 to Luton in this one. Glenn Ray with the opener on 20 minutes. And that is probably very good for this game as a spectacle, because that is now going to bring Forest out. Chris Hughton, unflappable as ever, looks on. 1-0 Luton after 20 minutes in this one. And Derby are 1-0 up, apparently, as well. A Waghorn free kick again. Loved him at Ipswich, and he's doing bits for Derby. The goals are coming here. Hogan, another good chance here. Missed the goal, looking a bit short on confidence, says David there. Lawrence has come off, apparently. Joe Rules treading on his foot there. 25 yards out. Top corner. Waghorn is at it. He's probably got an XG of about 0.01 with these two goals, from what I'm hearing. But there we go. 25 yards out. Top left-hand corner. Pelopessi shoots wide in the Rotherham Sheffield Wednesday game. Guys, this is brilliant. Thank you. Keep me updated. Campbell for Huddersfield shoots over, says David, in the Birmingham and Huddersfield game there. This free kick is even better. Interesting. Macron announces France's second national lockdown. Oh, dear. Dear oh me. Hey, at least the footballers are keeping us entertained. Here is Amiobi to Yates. Christie. Excuse me, not Amiobi. Completely wrong part of the pitch. Is that McKenna or Figueiredo? Do I need to go to the opticians? Right, McKenna, sorry. Ianu, Amiobi, back to Ianu, sells him short, and Elliot Lee back and wins the tackle. Craney, Ray and Craney. 1-0 Luton in this one. Set plays, ladies and gentlemen. Set plays. Lovely feet by Dewsbury Hill. He's got a really nice little trick about him. In and out on Salisbury Hill. Dum, dum, dum. Can you get a Luton song there? Dewsbury Hall. Knockout, edge of the box, spins up in the air, cleared away by Pearson, the captain. Here's Colback. Nice ball out wide to Amiobi. Early cross by Amiobi. Great cross by Amiobi. Lyle Taylor not gambling quickly enough on that one. Beautiful play by Sammy Amiobi here. Colback plays it out to him, and this is just a lovely cross. Left-footed. Oh, that is just begging to be headed in. Lewis Graben, probably watching this one, would think that is meat and drink for a striker, but nobody on the end of a brilliant cross there by Sammy Amiobi. Wednesday at the minute in the Rotherham game there. Corner Huddersfield, a bit more lively, says David in that game there. Bets on the comebacks. Forest Wednesday and Cardiff at 11-1. Get involved. We need a betting sponsor, don't we? Need bits to get it. It looks like Birmingham may have taken the lead, according to Anir. Why don't I set the alerts on Bet365? That worked really well the other day, didn't it? I think I'll do that right now, discreetly, while we are watching. Although, no update. Hopefully, Anir's not playing silly beggars, and Birmingham have actually scored. We'll find out if he is or not. Yes, they have. I never doubted you, Anir. And Millwall have taken the lead as well. It is all happening here. I think goals in most of the games now. If we bring up the split screen, you will see that it is Preston 0, Millwall 1. We can bring you a goal scorer in that probably. And it looks like it's probably going to be Ken Zahor looking at their ratings there. Yes, Ken Zahor, first goal, 54 minutes there for Millwall. Rotherham 1, Wednesday 0, Lindsay. Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 0, Gardner. Luton 1, Forest 0, Ray. And Derby 1, Cardiff 0, Waghorn. Free kick again for the second game running. Very, very lively day. Ben, all my bets are losing at the moment, so I might have to return the mug. I'm sorry. I'll give you a refund, Lee. Yes, Birmingham 1-0. Dreadful defending from us. Exactly the same as the Cardiff goal. Describe that for us, please, Alistair. So it's a Gary Gardner header, I think, from a Jeremy Bella free kick. Lots of goals happening. I'm just going to bring up the Bet365 app. If you want the quickest updates on these, this app is very, very good. You just go in and ask for alerts. Very, very useful. I'm just going to do so right now. And it tells me that Millwall are on a dangerous attack as well. Luton aren't, because Figueiredo is going to clear that one up. So I believe I am right in saying only Bournemouth and Bristol City are goalless at the moment. Everybody else, we have goals in all of the games. So a nice, lively Wednesday night 6-game salvo, we'll call it, in the Championship. As Lewis just sent me the goal, that'd be very kind if he has. Let's open my DMs. Throw in, lobbed into the box there. I think it was Bradley forward. Sorry, Pearson. No, Bradley, excuse me. And he couldn't win it on the near post. Let me just make a note that it's actually Bradley that's the captain, not Pearson. Whilst I'm getting very confused. Colback, McKenna. Climbing up on Salisbury Hill. Oh, I've got Waghorn's free kick here. Thank you, Lewis. Let's have a look at that. Left-footed. Christ. What a set play guy Waghorn is, hey? Brilliant stuff. Dun 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 dun. Plays for Luton, Dewsbury Hall. I don't know. Someone make a song out of that. We'll get it. Golden Dragons, Henteeth and Birmingham City goals. There we go. Bits' bet is working. Lazio take the lead as Amiobi gets fouled. Knockout looks like he fancies this free kick here. Do you think Harris will last the season at Cardiff? I think presumably he'll be out if they aren't in the playoffs in January. You could be right, Tom. You could be right. Look, big chance for Harris there at Parachute team as well. Right, dangerous looking free kick here. Joe Lolly and Knockout are very much interested in this left-hand corner of the penalty box, probably 3 or 4 yards outside of it. Amiobi forward, Figueiredo, McKenna, Taylor. Luton trying to hold a high line, but pretty much impossible from this position to make it to high. Jessica says, got that climbing up on Salisbury Hill. There you go. Sorry, Jessica. Right, Knockout is going to take this free kick left-footed. Knockout's just giving some instructions to the guys in the box. Lockyer is in trouble with the ref. As you can imagine, the normal sorts of physicality going on in the box here. Lyle Taylor, good in the air. He's trying to get in between Dewsbury Hall and Glenn Ray, the goal scorer. Knockout's going to take it left-footed. Lolly's moved away from it. Craney is getting in the linesman's head, holding his hand up. Referee still not happy. Free kick goes in and is cleared. Can Luton get them on the turnover? Here is Dewsbury Hall. Nice play by him. Plays it out to Norrington Davies, but Christie on the cover. Palmer on for Flint for Sheffield Wednesday. Bad news there for Wednesday. This is Captain Nat reporting for Rotherham. It's still 1-0. There we go. Was I happy with Ipswich winning last night? Not really, Stephen. Wasn't a good performance at all. Got away with one last night, Ipswich against Gillingham, but I'll take it. Need to see more evidence, though, that this is a sustainable challenge. Not seen it yet, sadly. And that's not being a negative football fan. You know me. Meant when we played Cardiff, gave the ball away. Right, okay. Thanks, Alistair. A goal of their own making, almost 2-0, he says. Going to be a long night. As we cut to the wonderful Mick Harford in the crowd there. What a guy he is. Every club should have a Mick Harford, shouldn't they? Sort of as a director of football or something of that nature. Just the continuity. Love the old school tunes I come out with, showing my age. Dum, 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 dum. Who sings that? Peter Gabriel. There you go. Bristol City should have scored. Missing quite a few chances this game, says Anir. Good insight always from Anir. Do you fancy Ipswich's chances this season? Not really. No. Be nice, but we'll see. Enjoying a beer tonight, Nat. As ever, I'm on the red. But enjoying it. There we go. Off the line by Stearman, it says on my Twitter. Who do you think the 5 most overrated championship? I don't do overrated, Tom. I'm afraid, my friend. You have to tell me what the person said, and I'll tell you on their opinion. But overrated, not for me. 74% possession. We can't break them down, says Oliver. And Birmingham winning 1-0 in that one. Gabriel's best work was with Kate Bush, not with Genesis, hey? I think Steve Cook. There you go. Be positive. Ipswich off to a great start. Yes, I know, Jessica, but if you've been watching Ipswich, they're less than convincing under the current manager, let's just say, with some good players. Hi, pal. Who scored for Luton? Glenn Ray on 20 minutes. Blue Wolf. 1-0 Luton in this one. Lovely switch of play and control there by Norrington. Davis sells Colin Short in the middle, and Figueiredo intercepts, but they've won it back, although it looks like a foul there on Yates by Dewsbury Hall. Climbing up on Dewsbury Hall. I've got to stop that. It's going to get so annoying, isn't it? It's even annoying me. God knows how annoying it must be for you. Saturday night football, Liverpool v West Ham, says Sky. Forest Fan TV says, not good enough. Not happy thus far. Forest not really been in it. Knockaert, the only real danger for Forest so far. So I am inclined to agree with Forest Fan TV. Ben, where do you get the big chances stat from? SofaScore, and here is who I'm using for stats this season. Amiobi tries to feed it through to Lyle Taylor, blocked out. But Annie, I think most of the big chance stats will come from the same Opta data. So most of your providers will give you similar sort of information. If not, I would recommend Infogol for XG for similar stats. And here, if you're as big of a nerd as I evidently am, David is watching for us. Birmingham, Huddersfield, Bella, close from the free kick. Looks like hit the post and follow up off the line. Birmingham turning the screw there. Luton have a great game plan this season, says Nat. Yeah, they're not a bad side. They'll be tricky for a lot of teams. It should be good for promotion if the team can learn from last season, not play as individuals. Indeed. Oh, God, worst championship manager, says Tom. Yeah, that's a difficult one. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, Tom. Your questions are too tricky. George Burley was a decent... my favourite manager there. Matt Holland, Marcus Stewart. Jason Dazelle, he's naming some of my favourites there. Here's Colback. Colback into sort of number 8 position here. Lolly, lovely cross by Lolly. Brilliant stuff. Taylor can't quite get there again. 2 excellent crosses so far in this game by Forest from Amiobi and from Lolly, but Taylor hasn't managed to get on the end of either of them. They look like really productive stuff for a striker to get onto. Lolly, deep position. Oh, it's a lovely cross again. Taylor looks to the heavens. He threw himself at it. He's had one from Amiobi and one from Lolly. Hasn't managed to get on the end of something. Something's happened, says Bits. His cash has jumped up. Always a good thing. Man United have scored, apparently. There you go. Oh, winning bar Wednesday. Come on, Bits. There we go. Who are Man United playing? What is that, Champions League or something? Man United in the Champions? I don't even know. They're in the Champions League, aren't they? I'm a Championship guy, only interested in the dearly departed in the Premier League. It's a corner to Forest from the right-hand side. Swung in, left-footed, headed clear by Bradley. Lolly with a very ambitious overhead pass there. Doesn't manage to pull it off. And Panzu is trying to turn the ball over, but can't quite do it. Big diagonal from Brice Samba. And it's all the way back with Sluga now. Ivan says, did Preston overperform last season and underperform in this season? I think we've got Alistair in the chat who can probably answer you that from a Preston point of view. My opinion, Ivan, which isn't as informed as Alistair's would be, is that they always overperform. They definitely overperform their spend, but they've got good players. So, yeah, I'd be interested to see what Alistair would say to that one. Cleared out by Bradley on the near post there, the left-sided centre back. Noah says, what team do I support? Ipswich Town, my friend. But I cover the Championship for my sins. Preston are struggling at home. But that's a very good point Bits makes. Preston are superb away from home, but dreadful. Dreadful at home. Deadlock broken, Birmingham City tweet there, presumably for the Gary Gardner goal. Chris Houghton scribbling down notes. I don't think he'll be very happy with this, like Forest Fan TV was suggesting as well. They're not really in this game. They look fairly passive as well. Cameron says, impressive how much Luton have improved since lockdown, how much Forest has regressed. Mental to think that a few months later this score isn't even a shock. Yep, agreed with all, Cameron. I had Forest not only in the playoffs, but I had them as a very difficult playoff opponent for Fulham or Brentford last season, whoever it was going to be. Didn't turn out that way, and along came Swansea and Cardiff. Samba takes the goal kick short to McKenna into Colback. Colback, give and go with Yates to Amiobi. Kiefer Morris hit the post for Cardiff in the game. Who are Cardiff playing? Can't even think. Someone will let me know in the chat. I just got a notification from the Cardiff Twitter. Excellent. Alistair's here. I would say we always overperform financially without a doubt, but team-wise, Davies, DJ Pearson are heavily underrated. Not over here, by the way. Great players, those three. So as a squad, we're where we should be. Yeah, well said. QPR forever. How many more games does everyone think Warburton has? Who would replace him? Personally, QPR forever. A fair few, I would say. A fair few. I think they need to be in some trouble for Warburton to go. But, hey, Rangers haven't been backward in coming forward in terms of getting shot of managers in the past, have they? 39 gone here. Throw in to Forest. Down the right-hand side. Sorry, Krissy is going to take this one. Thanks, Bits, Derby. Oh, dear. I get lost, don't I? 30 teams I'm covering this season, 6 games at a time, doing the chat, doing the match review as well. Dear oh me. Fed in to Lyle Taylor, bounces off him, and here's Ray, the goal scorer there. Dewsbury Hall can't run past the referee there, and Forest have it back with Yates climbing up on Salisbury. Can't get that in my head with Dewsbury Hall now. Man, Dewsbury Hall. Dum, dum, dum. Here's Lolly. Lollipop. Oh, stop it now. Stop it. Ridiculous. Elliot Lee plays it up the line for Collins. Good strength by Collins. But, Lee's done well, actually. Good play. Good bustling play by the Luton front two there. And Lee plays it back to Ray, who recycles it. Sadly, it's gone long. And Figueiredo heads that one away. Yates and Ray challenging midfield, and it's gone loose to Yanu, the Forest left back. Goes inside to Colback. Bit of space for him. Confronted by Ray, who looks a very steadying presence in that Luton Town midfield. Fed back up the line to Yates and inside to Figueiredo. Figueiredo out to Yanu, and the foul's gone the other way. Figueiredo with a foul on Craney, and the Luton players are surrounding the referee here. Lots of complaints here. Referee, this looks like an interesting one here. The referee is waving everybody away. Colback is the captain, so he has a right to go and talk to the referee. Yanu is down, but some big complaints here. The referee is hearing in his ear from the linesman. He's now going to consult. This looks like it might be a big decision here. Linesman and referee consulting on the clash between Yanu and Craney. They're covering their mouths up so Sky can't lip read them. Well, the ref is. The linesman isn't. Lyle Taylor's come in to see what they're saying. I wonder, is he going to his back pocket here, the referee? He's walking over. He's going to have a word with someone. What is the decision going to be? Calling all the players away. Yanu is still down. Amiobi in close proximity here. We're going to have a look at this now. Oh, dear, yeah. Yanu knocks the ball ahead of him and then dives in on Martin Craney. Just over the top of the ball slightly. Let's see what the referee gives here. For those of us with tinfoil hats, conspiracy theorists, seeing the referee with an earpiece, we assume he actually does get to hear from somebody other than the linesman, but that's just my conspiracy theory. Colback consulting with the ref, the captain for Forest. Yanu having a chat. I've not seen a card yet from the referee, so maybe Yanu has got away with that one. No, he's been red carded. A red card for Nicholas Ianu for going over the top of the ball. And this game has just swung heavily in favour of Luton here. So Ianu miscontrols. Oh dear, that doesn't look like a great decision, to be honest. He miscontrols. He tries to play the ball. His studs hit the top of the ball. The ball goes loose to the side, and then he follows through. I don't think that was reckless, careless, endangering opponent there. I don't know whether they've got that one right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there. But I don't know whether that met the criteria there for serious foul play. Remember, reckless, careless, excessive force, endangering opponent. I didn't really see any of those things. So let me know what you think in the chat there. Red card for Nicholas Ianu for Forest just before half-time here. Let's have a look at your comments. Goodness me. Scrolling up. Where am I looking? Sorry. What are my favourite football grounds, says Steve. I'm a sucker for Villa Park, I have to say. Really love it. Annie says half-time 0-0 at the Vitality. The above with Pearson, I would say, underrated. If Davis played for Bristol, probably worth 15-20 million. Pearson. And Calvin Phillips, priced at 5 to 10, the other 25 plus. Interesting. And I do it very well. The plate spinning. Cardiff have hit the post, according to Tony Pulis. Lee, going to stop betting. There we go. Get back on the Bowie. I'm an absolute beginner. Yes, we love the Bowie, don't we? What is the song? The song is Salisbury Hill, Ivan, that I keep singing. Salisbury Hill by Peter Gabriel. But I would play it down the mic, but YouTube will probably give me a copyright strike if I do. It goes dun 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 dun. It's in a weird time signature, isn't it? If Tony Pulis gives up on management, I hope his punditry is a little bit more exciting. I wouldn't be too sure about that, Jessica. Marriott header saved by Blackman. Sorry, I'm a bit behind here. Could be a red at Preston. Oh, interesting. No, yellow. There we go. Nat says thinks it's one of those games for Wednesday tonight, and then lots of stuff on the red card. Wheelock Young Team says seemed harsh. His foot rolled over the... Yeah. The impact was on the ball, wasn't it? And then the ball went loose and the legs kind of collided. So I think I agree with Wheelock Young Team. Wenlock Young Team. God, I've been getting your name wrong for months. Sorry, fella. Nearly a comedic own goal for Jeju. What's he doing defending? Birmingham Huddersfield becoming a bit bitty now. Birmingham sitting back. Free kick, Birmingham. David, tell me, this Birmingham defence, so hard to get through. Any chance Huddersfield can get through? Half-time says Annie, presumably on Bristol City, Bournemouth. And it is half-time here. Luton 1, Forest 0. But red card for Nicholas Ianu. Long consultation period between the referee and the linesman. And the ref went to his ear a few times. So I don't know who he's hearing from there. But it's very much swung in Luton's favour with that red card. Half-time, 1-0 Derby. Derby all over Cardiff for the first 40. Last 5, Cardiff putting in the bowl. Balls in the box. Moore hit the post. Roos had it covered. Blackman did well for the Blades, but he's destined... Yeah, it does look that way, Lee, doesn't it? Cameron Carter-Vickers syndrome, I call it. Man City fan, my favourite championship team is Rotherham, and they are winning, Sam. Nice. Forest Fan TV says, harsh, never a red. I don't care what you say, never a red. It didn't seem to meet the criteria, did it? So Ianu's foot hits the ball then kind of spins away, and then on the follow through after hitting the ball, so that's where the impact goes, his foot hits Craney's shin. So remember, we're looking for reckless, careless, endangering opponent. I'm not sure on that one, I have to say. I'm really not sure. So I might agree with you, Forest Fan TV there. Sky Sports Local, keep it up. Good channel. Thank you, Leeds Forever. Very kind. Lev is here. Climbing up Salisbury Hill. Could see the city light. Wind was blowing. Time stood still. Eagle. I don't know what the melody is. Brilliant stuff. Love it. Can we get some Luton quotes in there? Dun, 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 dun. Bristol City hit the post against Bournemouth, says Tom. Reminded me of the Wickham red card versus Brentford. I don't remember that one, King Apple. And do you know what? I think we did the game as well, didn't we? I think we did a watch-along on that one. There we go. Mattock, free kick saved by Dawson. Remember, right the way through our half-time, Sheffield Wednesday and Rotherham are going to keep playing because they had a drone on the pitch or something. Oh, crikey. Red card, Leeds, penalty for Rotherham. Oh, my goodness me. Rotherham are looking heavy favourites for this one. And it's going to be 2-0. Yes, come on, Millers. 2-0. Wow. 2-0 Rotherham. Lots of that one coming through. 2-0 to the Millers. Lewis, thank you. I've seen the free kick. Superb stuff. Thank you, sir. Dan Barlassa with another penalty, his second one. Liam says, Bristol injury city, right, Ben? At the moment, sadly, yes. Sessignon injured. Mawson injured. Vyman, I think, out for the season as well. Horrible run here. Freddie says, have I mentioned Leeds yet? No, I haven't. There you go. I have now. Brilliant stuff. Go on, you Reds. Yeah, everybody had Cameron Carter-Vickers, didn't they? Every championship team. Wendy's bubble burst, says Lev. I think it's going to be 3 straight defeats. I tell you what we will do. Yeah, Bits is on Sheffield Wednesday. That's bad news for him and a red card for Leeds. Simon says, will Forest poor form never end? So frustrating to watch at the moment. And slightly passive approach to this game, Simon. And the red card just kills it, doesn't it? Because now, you're playing passively with 10 outfielders. How can you do it with 9? Do you know what I mean? Can you make that switch? Deary me. Nat says, time to laugh. Nat, have another drink with me. Stay around. It is what it is. Right, Iain, I'm with you, my friend. Can Rotherham hold on, for goodness sake, now? 2-0, 10 men. Surely for the Millers. Surely they're going to get the win now. Rotherham, so well run, so competitive, so well liked on this channel as well by a lot of you guys. Let's see if they can get the win tonight. Although Wednesday look like they're staying on -4. Let's have a look at the live league table. Everybody drink. I'm going to the split screen. And there you go. Just after Nat mentioned the red card. It's all good. There you go, Nat. Have another beer, my friend. Have another beer. So Bristol City are level, which would put them second. Millwall are leading, which would put them 4th. Luton are leading, which would put them 6th. Obviously, Bournemouth, if they can score, would go into 2nd, which would be same with Bristol City as well. Preston losing at home yet again. Birmingham, that would be a welcome win. And how good is their defence? Look at that. 4 goals conceded in 8 games. Only runaway leaders Reading can better that. Cardiff are losing at Derby, which means Derby, you can see, pop up to 20th. Forest will go beneath them into 21st. And Wednesday, marooned at the bottom there. Rotherham will go on to 9 points from 8 games, which they'll be more than happy with. Right, we're getting multiple replays of Nicolas Ianu's red card here. That really doesn't look like a good decision. I don't know what Mick is saying on Sky. If anyone's watching, let me know. But I don't know whether the ref has got that one right. Let me know your thoughts on the red card for Nicolas Ianu. We're going to get another look. I mean, the technique on the tackle's pretty bad, but that doesn't mean it's a red card. It's just, does the fact that he hits the ball and then follows through the ball, and I'm not playing the I took the ball ref game. We all understand that's a load of nonsense, don't we? But it feels like surely the careless, reckless, endangering opponent, excessive force standard wasn't met there. So here's the goal again. Glenn Ray rolls it in the corner. I like the look of Ray. Looks very steady. Influence in that midfield there. Could have even been a penalty for Craney in the middle there. Taylor challenging him, but Ray sticks it in the back of the net. Let's look at your comments here. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. Well done so far, Rotherham, says Nat. There you go, another rarity, a self-aware football fan. Afternoon to Cooper, West Brom. I'm good, man. Forest need to get promoted, but it's getting increasingly difficult year on year with the yo-yo clubs and the wealthy relegatees. Amen to that, Freddie. Tom says, assured first half from the Hatters. Foot over the ball, studs up, red card, he says. James then says, even as a Luton fan, I thought the Forest red card was on the harsh side, but the cliche is don't give the ref a decision to make. If Derby, Forest and Wednesday go down, will you do a dearly departed for League One? Yes, they're pretty big clubs with big fan bases. So, yes. Forest and Derby are more or less at the bottom. Mental, indeed. Jigsaw says, can't believe that red. It looks like penalty to Millwall. Penalty to Millwall in the game up there. And 3-0 Rotherham, says Ivan, Anir and Lev as well. It is all going on. Lino was buzzing to send him off. It did appear so, didn't it? Luke says, there you go. Look, this is the lovely thing about the debate here. Thought the red was the correct decision. Fair play. Ref got a second opinion. Player was unlucky, but could have been a bad one. Give whack on a 25-yard. Give whack on a 5-yard sitter. He'll miss it. Give him a 25-yard free kick. At top bins, it's 2-0 to Millwall. Millwall are going to win up at Preston. I will try and give you the goal scorer real quick. I'm sure someone will beat me to it in the chat. It's not telling me here, but Millwall are 2-0 up and look home and hosed in that one. Forest are in big trouble. What's happened to them, Benjamin? I don't know. Bit of chaos, bit of regression to the mean, change of manager. I don't think they'll be in any trouble this season, but not going well so far. Iain says from Rotherham's point of view, we'll never get a better chance. Red card, 2-0 up, Lee's off, Flint injured. There you go. Emmy Jones says, was it a red? I thought it was harsh. I didn't think it met the criteria for serious foul play, I have to say. But I respect everyone's opinion on this one. Obviously, it's subjective. I don't think it was either... I mean, it might have been reckless. Yeah, you might be able to do him on the reckless wording. But in terms of endangering opponent, I don't think so. And in terms of excessive force, I don't think so. I think it could only have been reckless on the serious foul play wording. Lewis loves Josh Viak, doesn't he? So good again, getting better every game. Went close, great block from Bennett. Jed Wallace, the goal scorer. And apparently, yes, Lindsay has scored for Rotherham. So 3-0 there. Nat is in the corner crying, opening his 14th beer. Here, we could play till Saturday. We're not going to score tonight. Millwall deserve this one, says Alistair. David says, time for a new manager at Forest. There you go. Do you think changing managers is a good idea? No, not a good idea at all, is it? Managers need 18 months, don't they, pretty much? But there we go. Sean asked, what team do I support? Ipswich Town. So no one involved tonight. They did win last night, though, unconvincingly. I think Forest were doomed before the season, buying all those players and sacking the manager. May as well have set Houghton on in pre-season. Maybe did seem like an odd tactic by Forest and struggling down in the table here now. Let's just have a look and see how they've done so far under Houghton. You can see there, if we bring up the split screen, that in his games so far, he is undefeated, Houghton there. 5 points from 3 games and haven't conceded more than 1 in any of the games. So he's made a really, really good start, but it looks like he's not on a winner tonight, especially with that red card going against them. Luton are playing brilliantly, to be fair, says James, who appears to be a Forest fan. So well done for crediting the other team. Score prediction, Borough Forest on Saturday. Emmy Jones, I will do that on Thursday night, 7 p.m. We're doing the preview stream. Don't you like new managers? Gives you more... I love them for the content, David. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Amiobi is massively overrated. Lolly is totally anonymous. Can't see where the goals are coming from. Simon, remember the rule on this channel. If you say overrated, you have to rate him yourself. So you think Amiobi is bad? You need to tell us who said he was good. Paul Chuckle will be delighted, says Lee. Yes. Ipswich are doing pretty good this season. We'd love them to get a championship for you. We're not very good, Jamie. We've got some good players, but what is it with Wednesday and red cards? There you go. At least I deserve. There we go. Fun fact: North End have scored 10 goals on the road and collected 10 points. We haven't even scored at home, Alistair. Is that right? Let's just bring up the home and away tables. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? The disparity. Right, let's go to the split screen. I'm sure Alistair's right because he's a very reliable source. So I'm going to bring up home. And God, look at that. Preston down at the bottom there. He's right. 0 goals, 4 defeats. Horrendous home record there. Let's then bring up the away. So Preston are literally the best team in the league away and the worst team in the league at home. I have no words. Deary, deary me. The Sky commentators, says Simon. The good old Sky commentators. Was that Mi'kmaq? Dear oh me. And we're watching some of the goals here. Waghorn's free kick is brilliant. I've already seen that on my phone. Let's see if they're going to show us any others. No, that's very kind of you, Sky. Preston 0, Millwall 2. Can only be a few minutes left in that one. What time are we? 8:47. I think we're closing in on that one. Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 0, and Birmingham are a nightmare to score against, aren't they? Bournemouth 0, Bristol City 0. Derby 1, Cardiff 0. That's superb Waghorn free kick. Luton 1, Forest 0 is our game here. Rotherham 3, Sheffield United 0. Sheffield Wednesday 0. Oh, here is are you staying, darling? No. Shaylee's not going to stay. Stand up, and then no one can see. Oh, look, there's a little face sticking through the door. Look what Shaylee's just bought me. Some ice cream. Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you. We're coming to the second half in just a second here. Is it me? But after watching Leeds, is every match in slow motion? Maybe. Bamford for England, doing well at Leeds. Be patient, Stephen. Forest fullbacks are dreadful, missing cash massively. That may be a fair comment that they're missing cash. Not sure the fullbacks are dreadful, but yeah, one of them's been sent off in this game. That cash was very good. No defence left after injuries and red cards. If you don't mind, I'm going to take one bite of ice cream here so this doesn't melt. Yum, yum, yum. Players coming out. Mouthful. That's nice. That's marriage material. Lucky man, Ben. Ice cream on demand. Tremendous stuff. I don't know what flavour it is. It's like it's like cherry, some kind of cherry, maybe black forest. I think very, very nice. Look, she's put some. Can you see that? Let me move that comment away. She's put some chocolate chips in it as well. Very, very nice. I don't want to get it all over my mouth and all over my teeth. Obviously, it doesn't. Shall I? Man, that's minging. Dear oh me. Best tenner I've ever spent, and we're only 45 minutes in. Nice one, Iain. Fun fact. Sheffield Wednesday have won 1 in 10 of their last games on a Wednesday. Very nice. Don't say that, Ben. Mike Kirsten. Well, they are. They're a nightmare to score against, Robert. You know as well as I do. Who's coming on there? Is that Cole Jenkinson? What's Chris Hughton up to? So I'm just going to take a mouthful of ice cream. David. Evening, Shaylee. Missing the predictions. Homemade ice cream. You know she never does the predictions unless she's got a face and makeup on, does she? So she's refusing. Bring on Wickham, says Nat. That's a big game, isn't it? I wish I had this treatment, but that's on my Jack Jones. You'll find your Shaylee. Don't you worry about that. Annie is keeping us updated. What a great subscriber Annie is. Second half begins at St Andrews and Pride Park. Thanks, boss. Alistair says, I didn't realise we were top and bottom. Same as last year. There you go, against bottom half teams. Yeah, there is the floor. There is the big floor in Preston. As we kick off the second half, Forest are going to have reconfigured here. No doubt with this being Chris Hughton, it's going to be a 4-4-1, given that they've got 10 men. So Knockout is playing down the right. Lolly down the left with Yates and Colback in midfield. I am guessing either Jenkinson or, Christie is going to have to play down their wrong side at fullback. And I will tell you in a minute who's going to have to play out of position as I stuff some more ice cream in my mouth. Lockyer. Ray. And back home to Sluga. Excuse me. Scoop dip dip doo dip doo. Now, didn't Wickham just pick up their first point and against illustrious opponents in Watford as well? I'm watching the stream with full makeup. Tremendous. Best player for Forest so far? Let me know in the chat. Probably Knockout. He's been busy, but it's not been a good night for Forest. Let's just say. Thoughts on person buying League of Ireland team Cork City for €1? Did that happen? Didn't Ken Bates buy Chelsea for £1? They must be in debt. Worried. Thanks for the comments. You're very welcome, Annie. Great subscriber. Can Luton end up in the top 6? I don't think so, Ola, but they're definitely all or nothing. No draws. And they'll go for it in every game, won't they? Which I do like about them as well. Rudd drop kicking the ball at an advertisement hoarding. Is it over yet? Bossman predicted finishing for QPR this season. Wickham first win coming. We'll see. Free kick to Forest. Swung in from the left-hand side. Taylor on the near post. It's gone loose. And Norrington Davis, clever as he is, wins a free kick. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm much more enjoying watching the Championship than the Champions League. There you go. Defending. Apparently, they've moved the stat. Apparently, Luton are better at defending under Nathan Jones. Imagine Luton in the playoffs, shot the big time. Would love it. Absolutely. See if they can do it. Lolly's been poor for a while, says Jigsaw Kid. Yeah, it must have fallen out with Lamucci at the end there because he wasn't in the team, was he? But good player, Lolly. Oh, excuse me. It's 11 p.m. here. I'm tempted to go on hunt for some ice cream. Is everything open? Do it. It's Hemmings buying Cork. We buy half the others. Oh, interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. Mane or Sterling? God, that's a difficult one. Chat can do that one. Bless you. Thank you. Bournemouth have come out all guns blazing in the second half, says Anir in the Bristol City game there. I'll try and take a smaller mouthful this time. It sounds like Cardiff have hit the post again. Hoylett this time. I think Kiefer Moore had already hit the post over at Derby. Foul there by James Collins. And it's full time. Preston 0. Millwall 2. Mane. Sterling. You're on your own, Lee. Mane's in my fantasy team and Sterling isn't. Don't know whether that makes him better or not, but Colback. He's not in my fantasy team. Yates. Christie. Down the right-hand side. Remember, Forest playing with 10 men. Good play by Christie. Gets down the side, crosses it in. Colback recycles. Lolly out to Jenkinson. Lyle Taylor with the header. Easy for Slugar. So, yes, it looks like Jenkinson is playing left back in answer to that earlier question that I think I asked myself. So, Cameron says, Millwall going under the radar too. This result puts them fourth. Remember, Cameron, nothing goes under the radar on this channel. We are well aware of Millwall, my friend. 4-3 Wednesday, full-time at Deepdale. Lolly's had a lot of pressure to be the sole creator. That's true. It was always Graben and Lolly last season, wasn't it? Baconson is Bristol City's best player. He's had a great season back. Annie, how old is Baconson? Can you let me know? Millwall playstyle is our worst nightmare. Have to put one behind us and kick on Saturday and finally score a goal at home. Who's the next game, Alistair, for Preston? Ben, Millwall 2 up at Preston, second place. Who knows? Who knows? What was that, Ben? Remember, remover the Forest of 10. I'll have some more ice cream. 51 gone. My mother brought me up to not speak with my mouth full. And now I'm eating and talking on the internet. Luton recycling the ball around their defence. They will be happy to keep that ball 1-0 and playing against 10 men. Can they get a second and kill this one off? Dewsbury Hall. Dun, 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 dun. He switches it out to Krissy. Norrington Davis has it down the left-hand side now. Comes in. Ray is trying to pick out Pelly. Ruddock can't quite find him. Have I seen the Spurs documentary? I did some videos on it. You can check them out. So, yes, indeed. Baconson is 22. Remember the Forest of 10. Indeed. Does this mean I won't win my bet on... I don't think so. Rotherham Wednesday. Ray Alex Moe at Barnsley. Yeah, good player. Very good player. Very bitty between Birmingham and Huddersfield. Kelly hit the post. If Preston missed the players at this rate, Luton will make it. I may have to block all my mates' numbers back home as I'll never hear the end of it. Absolutely right. Here is Lockyer and Panzu. Lee goes down. Nothing given. And Christie has it. Jenkinson to Colback to Yates. And all the way out to Christie. Figueiredo, Yates, and back into Samba. Luton happy to stand off Forest. 53 gone here. 1-0 Luton. Forest down to 10. Happy birthday for Sunday, Liam. 24. Wow, you lucky bugger. And Preston still haven't scored at home. Chris will be a happy Millwall fan tonight. Millwall, we think, possibly going to be going up to 4th tonight. We'll see what the other results do before we can confirm anything as such. What's the score, bro? We better put it up, haven't we? It's 1-0 to Luton. Forest down to 10. I predict mid-table for Wednesday, but I was drunk. Bournemouth still haven't had a shot on target, but have hit the post. Turning the screw there, Bournemouth. Looks like Huddersfield have hit the bar, according to Twitter. Yellow card for Mpanzu. He looks indignant about that, as every player ever has done when they get a yellow card. Just followed through on Carl Jenkinson there. Holds his hand up and apologises. Not enough to get him off it. Jenkinson tries to get it across. Cleared out by Pearson. And home it goes to Figueiredo. Collins, good press on him, and he has to go back to Samba. 55 gone. Forest doing what they can with 10 here. A bit more urgency than in the first half. Knockout. He'll conjure you a goal, however many teams there are. Ola says, will there be a team from Sheffield in the Championship next season? I'll let the chat answer that one. There might not be. Who knows? There might be 2. Or there might be 1. There's all your options. Lee crosses to the back post and Panzu. Can he recycle it? Touch right-footed. Lays it back in from the right-hand side and it's cut out there. That was a good overload for Luton. They didn't capitalise on it. Forest pressing madly here. Lyle Taylor sprinting around like no one's business. He probably realises he's going to be the first one to be substituted, being he's the lone striker and they're down to 10. Lee to Norrington Davis. His cross is easily cut out by Brice Samba on the near post. Luton doing a madness at the moment. Played 7-1-3. Yeah, so they're going to be, I think they're moving into the top 6, Maisie. No draws, though. Always one, isn't there? Always one. Robert says Blues still need a second goal. Even with that defence, Robert. Come on. Have confidence. Luton playing well. Yes. Yeah, doing good. Or maybe both in the Premier League. Now, that is very unlikely. Imagine getting promoted with minus 12 points. Knockout has come central to gather the ball. Tries to find Lolly. I'm going to have my last spoonful of ice cream in a minute. I've got any around my mouth. Yuck. Got a yellow card double on and Panzer and Colback surely coming in. Will we get the makeup call as well? The red card to Luton for the next bad tackle. You never know. Lee says, despite the results, we played okay, getting better. And Lee, you can recommend an excellent show called Dearly Departed, which covered exactly that this past week on The Blades. Katie has returned. Up the Hatters. Indeed, they're leading 1-0 and they're against 10. Looking hot favourites in this one. Lee tries to play the 1-2. Krissy knocks it through Norrington Davis's legs. Colback to Lolly. Great play by Lolly. Lovely little nutmeg there. Oh, that's brilliant from Lolly. And he wins the foul. Superb play by Joe Lolly there to gain, not that this is American football, but to gain 20 yards for his team. Right, I promise. Last bit of ice cream I'm going to eat. And these annoying sounds will stop. Krissy inside to Figueiredo. I would suspect Forest have had the majority of the possession in this second half. I'll bring the split screen up and we can actually have a look. Here's Yates. Oh, good ball by Yates right into the middle for Taylor, and he can't convert it there. I think it was Pearson. Just a great play by Yates though down the right hand side. Really fizzed it across low. Played forward by Lee and Panzu. Can't run onto that. Brice Samba clears. Game really stretched there for this past minute. I was just going to bring the second half numbers up because I think they'll be quite interesting. And I am totally wrong. Luton with all the possession in the second half. Forest, though, seemed to have some kind of threat here. So lovely, dearly departed. Another dimension of this extra. Thank you, Lev. Really enjoying doing it as well. From Waitrose, I assume. The ice cream from Morrison's. The ice cream is very nice, actually. Jutkovic coming on for Hogan. Bournemouth absolutely dominating with capital D in the game there. Am I a Nottingham Forest fan? Alas, no. I support Ipswich Town, as I've answered, I think, for the 4th time in this video. There we go. Bit of trivia. 1990 Blaze got promoted to First Division. Wednesday got relegated same day to Division 2. Interesting. Would Dave Bassett being the manager there? I don't know. Favourite Ipswich player? Marcus Stewart all day long. Possession does not win you games. That it does not. No. Alex is here. Excellent. Great performance at Deepdale. Really good win. Preston were poor. Offered little in the way of attack. Hutch Cooper and Leonard with a pick. For me, Millwall ticking along really, really nicely. Millwall, as lots of us expected them to. Here come Forest. Colback. Yates. XG wins games. There you go. For you non-believers. Lolly has it. Central position. Trying to get it out of his feet. We know that trick. Nice ball out wide to Krissy, though. Weird that the game state has changed this way, given Forest have got 10, but they're doing far more in terms of the pressing. Oh, Lolly, good effort. Miles out there, Lolly, probably 35 yards out. Not that far right, but Sluga did not dive. Happy days, says Chris. Millwall fans are happy tonight. Good on you. Congratulations on a good win there. And he says Bournemouth are a bit too good for the league. Where do I think Reading will finish? Christ. That's the $1 million question. The issue with Reading is we just don't have enough information on them because they've only been brilliant so far. So we haven't actually seen them go a goal behind or, lose a game and have to come back. It's very, very hard to tell, but what a start, hey. Huddersfield definitely playing better. More possession and more chances. Knockout trying the long ranger this time. And Dewsbury Hall comes away with it. Oh, nice back heel. Nice back heel by Dewsbury Hall. Lee out to Craney. Craney crosses in. Poor from Craney, but it's going to run for Dewsbury Hall. And here is Norrington Davis. Swings that one into the back post. Headed clear. Across his own goal by Jenkinson. Does well, though. Here's Knockout in the right back position. And Christie surely is going to have to play the channel. No. And playing around and never decreasing. So it's done quite well, actually, there, Forest, to manoeuvre that one out via Yates out to Jenkinson. 63 gone in this one. Forest having a go. I'll give it to them. 1-0 Luton. Forest down to 10 men. Here's Taylor out to Lolly on the left-hand side. Good spell this for Forest. Crosses in. It's gone all the way over. Knockout's going to recycle it. He's got Christie in support. Lays it back. Christie, good crossing position. Christie puts it in. Good ball. They've equalised. And that's really well deserved by Forest. A superb cross from the right-hand side by Cyrus Christie. Ryan Yates got into the box. He's on the back post. He heads it in. Well played, Forest, with 10 men. And it is 1-1. The 10 men have equalised. They had the bit between their teeth there for a few minutes. The intensity was up. And Yates scores there. Beautiful cross by Christie. And a great central midfield run there. Let's have a look at the replay here. And in it goes. 1-1. Cat amongst pigeons. Oh, no, it's not Yates. That's gone in off Glenn Ray. I think that's going to go down as an own goal. Looks like it hits Glenn Ray on the head. So he's now scored for both teams in the same goal. I don't know what Sky have put that down, but I think that is an own goal there. 1-1. Cat amongst pigeons here. 63-34 is the goal time. And Forest are level. Sky have tweeted it was Yates. That definitely looked like it went in off Ray's head. So we'll see what that transpires to be. I think it might have been an own goal there. Lovely take on the right-hand side. Crossed in and all the way over. Here is Mpanzu down the left. Nice step over. He's surely fouled by Krissy, and it's a free kick to Luton. Preston were poor. Barkhazen came on. Johnson dropped in, tried to run the show. And for a little while, they looked threatening. Then we got the pen. Game over. Nice one for Millwall. Joe says, recently found your content. Very happy that I did. And I'm very happy that you do. You're very welcome here, Joe. Mpanzu getting gingerly to his feet. No passion tonight from Wednesday. A couple of the 1-1 shouts there. Yates, or Ray's own goal possibly there. Togetherness, the most pleasing thing there. Alex Pearce looked good. Oh, of course, yeah. Millwall management down with COVID, most of them, I think. Right, free kick from the left-hand side. Dewsbury Hall takes it, swings it into the back post, headed clear. Recycled by Lee and headed clear again. Norrington Davis has it. This would be quite the performance by Forest to get something with 10 men in this second half. They're all set to do it. Here's Ray, again, we think, who has scored for both teams in this game. He plays it back, and it's out onto the left-hand side for Mpanzu. Can they make the man advantage count? Mpanzu gets past Yates, but Krissy on the cover. Not very happy with Yates, how easily he let Mpanzu past him there. Norrington Davis has it. Here is Dewsbury Hall. Crosses it in, and a bit of a weird clearance there, which Christie's done brilliantly there to bring that down and then try and clear it. Sadly, it was smacked against the Luton player, and it's out of play for a throw-in for Bradley on the left-hand side. Luton turning the screw a little bit now, although Forest goal didn't come out of nowhere. They had played well for a hot minute or two there leading up to this. Let's have a look at some of your comments. Reading have horrible fixtures around Christmas. Norwich 2 times, Brentford and Swansea. We'll see. We'll see when they get the tests. Annie says, give me the 0-0 draw, please. I can't take this anymore. Bristol City under the cosh at Bournemouth. Jigsaw Kid says, good spell for us, well deserved. Yates was due ahead and missed a few sitters. Was a good spell. I agree with him there. Just realised goal line technology doesn't even get used in League One anymore. Does it not? I didn't realise. Like it in the Championship. Both teams come close at Bournemouth. Sunjic off, Clayton on Birmingham. That sounds like a defensive substitution for me. Poor from Luton against 10 men. Give Forest some credit, Chris. They did rally for a good 5 minutes and scored in the 5 minutes when they built up the intensity. Luton took their foot off earlier, but they did drop into a bit of a lower shape, didn't they? Oh, no. This is how you get on the naughty step there. Sefa there. Don't call me Jesus. And he goes into the timeout. Bye-bye. There you go. Ben, you sing that song again. I'll unsubscribe. What song? Forest Fan TV says, get in there. Goal line only in the Championship. There we go. Oh, Dewsbury Hall into the box. Blocked out there. And it goes for a corner. 68 gone. 1-1. Double substitution here. We're going to see Lua, and we're going to see Clark, I think, coming on for Luton. They have a corner first off. In it goes. Completely free header by Ray and cleared away from about 1 yard out. They completely lost Glenn Ray, who scored in the first half there. Chance there for Luton. Here is Dewsbury Hall. Puts his foot on the ball and plays it inside to Ray, who tries the switch of play. Poor ball by Ray. Although Craney's done well to win it off knockout. Lovely feet by Craney. Gives it away. Dives in on Colback a little bit there. Craney and the Forest fans surround the referee. They want that make-up call, don't they? We said the first bad Luton challenge, and they're going to be all over the referee here. Let's see if the referee is going to make up a make-up call here. Maybe controversial sending off in the first half. Let's see what happens here. I didn't sing it. I just said his name. I promise. Yellow card for Craney. Sunjic was on a yellow as well. Okay, fair comment. Just saw your Borough vid about the Coventry win. Oh, thank you, me. Brilliant stuff. Yeah, a great win for Borough as well, sneaking up in there. Imagine building a team around Barry Bannon. Imagine. Zach is here. He's a Sheffield Wednesday fan. Lovely. Last night, Bolton and Bradford in League Two. Not long ago, that was Premier League. Well, you say not long ago. When would Bradford have been in Premier League? 2001? I think probably when Ipswich were in there. Goodness me. I must acknowledge Leeds are doing better than I expect. Long way to go, signs of promising. Bannon, a great championship player, isn't he, Just, hey? Yeah, I mean, allowing Forest to build up the head of steam. Here comes Mpanzu. Cuts inside. Colback is going to nick that off him, doing what Colback does. Back pass there. Sambra a bit short. Collins closing in. Cleared and headed away there. Dewsbury Hall gets it and it goes back to Bradley and all the way back home. Macy, I'm fuming. Glen Ray scores second goal of his career, then scores his third in the wrong net. 20 years ago. You know what I meant. I remember Ipswich playing Bradford in the Premier League, and God, we had Mark Burchill on loan and Benito Carbone scored from about 35 yards. Herman Haridason scored for Ipswich as well, and Martin Rusa did. And we probably went up to about 6th in the Premier League table that day or something ridiculous. Probably even higher than that, actually, I remember. Oh, here come Forest. They've turned it over. Taylor, Knockhart opens up for the shot and it's blocked there. Good opening for Forest there. Forest are the better side at the moment. Knockhart breaking away there and his shot is charged down. There is going to be a yellow card for Glen Ray. I'm not entirely sure what that is for. That attack transpired quite quickly. Daz is here. Evening to you, sir. If you tell me back in February I'd be talking on a podcast about getting a draw against Northampton, you'd think I'd lost the plot. Yeah. Fair comment. Things change very quickly. Sunjic always on a yellow. Thought to be fair, bring on Uke. A bit risky. Campbell, chance. Huddersfield, wide. Just quickly, while we are here, should we do a couple of plugs? fanfirst.co.uk, www.fanfirst.co.uk. Go and rate your teams. Rate your players out of 10. Rate the referee, the manager, the entertainment. fanfirst.co.uk. And Charlie, our legend, 30 years of Law Royal. Here's to many more, says Charlie, the fan sponsor of this show and great friend of the channel. Good old Charlie. Knockhart down the right-hand side. Crosses it with his left foot, headed away. Forest actually looked more likely to be the scorer of the second or third goal in this game, but you know what I mean. The first team to get to 2 goals in this game. They're doing a really good job with 10 men, particularly since, I don't know, 60-odd minutes. Corner for Forest. Hustling and a bustling in the box. In it goes from the right. Floated to the back post. Headed out. Colback's going to recycle. He plays it back to Lolly. Lolly wants it on his left foot. Poor from Lolly. Gives it away. Elliot Lee picks it up. He's going to surely foul him. No, he does not. And Luton can rebuild and clear this one. Bring Naki on, says Annie. I think still 0-0 in that one. Let's just bring up on the split screen. We'll see how all of these games are going. I don't think there's been any goals in a while. And as I say that, Cardiff have just equalised against Derby 1-1. Derby 1, Cardiff 1. That has just gone through on SofaScore. Kiefer Moore has equalised there. So it ended Preston 0, Millwall 2, Rotherham 3, Wednesday 0. Birmingham 1, Huddersfield 0. Luton and Forest we're doing is 1-1. Forest down to 10, playing well in the second half. Derby 1, Cardiff 1. Cardiff just equalised, and Bournemouth 0. Bristol City 0. Russ is here. Good evening to Russ, and God bless Charlie. What a great guy indeed. Gazza is here. Watched an impressive Millwall performance on a roll at the moment. Yes, indeed, they are. 10 minutes ago we were leading. Now we're getting destroyed. Send in Luar. The pendulum has swung in this one, indeed. Defensively, Northampton all over the place yesterday at Pompey, says White Hart Dane. Game opening up at Bournemouth, and Ivan tells us about the Cardiff goal there. And we have a substitution. We were expecting this one a few minutes ago. It's going to be Luar and Clark coming on. So both wide players, essentially. Elliot Lee is going off for Luar, who we would suspect will play down the left-hand side. This might be a change of shape for Luton. We'll see where Clark goes. Yeah, it's going to be because Lockyer's gone off. So they're probably going to go to a back four here, Luton. Whether they go to a front two or not remains to be seen. It would be quite Nathan Jones to play with a front two in this one, but I suspect a back four, possibly a double pivot there of Ray and Dewsbury Hall. And Panzu tries to feed it through. So we'll figure this out. It's either a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3, it looks like. With Mpanzu, it looks like a 4-2-3-1 with Mpanzu in the 10, Luar left and Clark down the right. We'll keep an eye on that with James Collins up top. Richard Wood goal disallowed there. Rotherham, though, 3-0 up in that one. Kiefer Moore. Is that all the words? I don't know what they are. Tony Mowbray wrote Blackburn. Yeah, Blackburn, a little bit flat track bully at the moment, Blackburn. They've dominated some games that have gone their way. And Bournemouth have taken the lead. That's going to be a big goal up the top of the table. It's Bournemouth 1, Bristol City 0. I think that might even put Bournemouth a big jump up into second when we get confirmation on that one. Bournemouth look to have scored against Bristol City. Here is Clark down the right, and he wins the corner. As the shouts come in, 1-0 Bournemouth, 1-0 Bournemouth. Bournemouth 1-0, Bournemouth finally. So we think Bournemouth are going to go on to 16 points and move into second place behind ridiculous runaway leaders Reading. Corner from the right-hand side for Luton. Pearson on the near post, headed clear. Recycled back out. In it goes. Good cross to the back post, headed down. Oh, and then put over by Bradley. Two openings for Sonny Bradley there on the back post. It was a decent cross after the ball was recycled back out. Bradley, was he offside? He actually heads it down against Craney. It's a difficult chance, to be fair, on the half volley. And, yeah, over the top it goes. Come on, Luton, says Nathan. Gardner's gone off for Birmingham. Smith on for Barlassa, the big forward there. Rotherham Wednesday, dead game now, no pressure from Wednesday, 3-0. This one is alive and kicking, 79 gone. And 40-yard lob there attempted by Forest. Nothing doing there. Luton have it at the back. Martin and Wells on for Bristol City, says Russ. It is Bradley inside to Ray, who scored for both teams in this game. Back in to Pearson. Luton playing a back four now. Started the game with a back three, chasing the victory here against 10 men of Forest. A foul on the right wing, won by Collins. Quickly plays it inside to Ray. Ray tried to slide it through the lines there. He's given it away, and here comes Lolly. Nice feet by Lolly. Oh, brilliant run by Lolly. He's gone past he went past a couple of players, tried to slip it through to Knockout there, but it just fell as he was putting it through. He did the first bit, absolutely brilliant, Lolly. We know he is a good dribbler, though. Ben, you were right. Birmingham won't need a second goal. Is it still 1-0? Dan Juma, the goal scorer for Bournemouth. Good player he is. Luton need these 3 points, says Macy. Not happening at the moment, my friend. Sound gone. Can everyone still hear me? Let me know. Hopefully you can. Let me know if there's any problems with the sound or whether that's just whoever that was, internet. Naki Wells or Collins for Luton. Ooh. That's a difficult one, isn't it? Loud and clear. There we go. Lev pressed mute, didn't he? You can all hear me. Lovely. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. M.E. Right. 81 gone. It was Preston 0, Millwall 2. Birmingham lead Huddersfield 1-0. Bournemouth lead Bristol City 1-0. Derby 1, Cardiff 1, Rotherham 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Wednesday down to 10. And in this one, Forest are 1-1 with Luton. Robert, your legend, he says, have a wine on me. So I suppose we better do, as Paul McCartney would say, you got to listen to what the man says. Do what the man says. The Rams make their final change there. 83 gone over Derby. And I'll drink to that super chat. Lovely stuff. Super chat. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Robert's here. Excellent. Reach for Marriott for Wednesday. Climb every mountain higher. The ball's gone dead here. 82 gone. Sky plugging some games coming up. Reading Cov on Friday night. Bristol City Norwich on Saturday. Blackburn Borough on Tuesday. No doubt we will be watching a couple of those ones for sure. And the ball has gone dead. Sluga is going to take the goal kick. And we're seeing Nicholas Ianu hiding in the stand at Luton there. Not looking very happy. Red carded on about 44 minutes on this one. 1-1 Cardiff, Robert. Clayton getting treatment. Huddersfield free kick on the edge of the Birmingham box. Do I think James Collins is going to stay at Luton? Yes, I do. And Luton will get a good price if he does go, though. Not football related. Do you like the song Dancing in the Moonlight? It's very annoying when it was on that Sainsbury's advert back in the day with Jamie Oliver. So maybe not. Pray you don't have to watch Wednesday. We're going to have to watch Wednesday sooner or later. We want to watch everybody, don't we? That's up to Sky, though, who they decide to put on. Oh, given away by Luton, and out it goes. Really intense press by Forest there. The 10 men really have done Forest proud, and Chris Hughton in the second half. We've got one more sub here. Moncur is going to come on for Dewsbury Hall. So George Moncur is on 83. I guess he's just going to sit in midfield next to Glenn Ray. And Huddersfield have equalised. There was me saying about Birmingham being really hard to score against. Well, Huddersfield have scored. It is 1-1. The impregnable Birmingham defence there. Come on, Forest, grab the second here. Watching in Australia, says Jamie. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Do I reckon Luton will snatch the win? Well, here comes Lua down the left-hand side. Stood up by Christie. The ball deflects up. Collins goes for it, and Christie pops that one out for a corner. Apparently, Mbenza is the goal scorer for Huddersfield. And Mbenza scored from the free kick. Annoying. Birmingham gave away the free kick. Injury to Clayton. 1-1. There, no clean sheet for Aitor Karanka, despite their excellent Birmingham defensive record thus far this season. Corner for Luton. Moncur is going to take it. In it goes. Oh, right on the back post. It falls to Ray again, and he can't control it. Oh, goodness me. The ball went right underneath the crossbar onto the back post then. It almost looked like it came off the Luton player. Who was it making the run in on the back post? Or no, was it? I think it was a Forest player. We're going to get a better view here. Pearson's appearing. No, it was Pearson. Sort of headed it backwards there. I think McKenna's with him. Poor finish from Ray there, who seems to have been the chief protagonist of this game. Fantastic free kick by Mbenza. Thought we would never break them down. Says Oliver 1-1 there for Huddersfield. How does George Friend look for Birmingham? Solid, actually. Playing centre-back all of the time. Swansea v Barnsley. Swansea v Blackburn Saturday. Nice 3 points. Upper Swans. There you go. Clayton, no, Clayton's off injured in that one. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? Says Captain Nat, 86 up in this one. Knockout down injured in the centre circle. Forest have done well in the second half. Down to 10 men. I said the game had swung heavily in Luton's favour, but Forest have clawed it back. And they've looked quite likely, actually, in the second half to go on and actually get the second goal. Hurst on for Ladapo for Rotherham. Free kick forward in this one. Lyle Taylor can't get it. And Craney boots it clear down the line. Collins trying to get there. McKenna heads clear for Forest. Ball's gone dead. Again, 86-50 gone in this one. Nathan Jones instructing his Luton players from the side. Jones won't be happy here. Who do I support, Maisie? Ipswich Town for the 100th time in this stream. They played last night. It's going to be thrown in down the line. And Taylor has gone down, but the ball has gone dead again. It's going to be another throw in for Jenkinson, who's had to play left back in the absence of Yanu and in the absence of a left back for Forest on the bench, indeed. Don't know where Tyler Blackett is. Fed down the line to Taylor. Knockout. Lolly. Taylor. Taylor gets out of his feet. Yates is on the square ball. Here's Lolly. Yates lines up the shot. Yates hits it low. Sluga down to his right. Makes the save. Good play. Again by Bournemouth. 4 minutes added on. Sorry, Bournemouth. I was on the next comment. Good play by Forest. 4 minutes added on at Bournemouth, says Russ. Don't let George Hurst score against us. How is George Hurst? Oh, no, he was not at Sheffield Wednesday anymore. Was it Leicester? And Luton in behind on the right-hand side there. It was Clark. He had a man arriving on the far post and he went for the shot when the cross might have been the better option there. Friend has been okay, bit annoyed. Play stopped for injury to Huddersfield player, but wasn't following injury to Birmingham player. Clayton back on for Birmingham. Robert says, I told you we needed a second goal. You did. You did, to be fair. Yeah, just a big ball over the top there to get Clark in. Collins is arriving on the back post. And Clark went for the shot on the near post. Now, Robert's going to be pleased because I think Birmingham have taken the lead again. We will find out in just a jiffy, but it looks like Birmingham, according to two members of the chat, have actually retaken the lead. Here comes Norrington Davis. Lualua on the left-hand side. Inside, Norrington Davis, Moncur and Panzu. Ray is with him and Panzu takes it on. He plays it out wide to Lualua. Can they get quality in here? Lualua stood up by Knockout. Norrington Davis crosses. That's going to go all the way out for a goal kick. Looks like Jutkovic is the scorer for Birmingham. Yes, the Duke has scored. Lyle Taylor is down injured. It is. You can keep your tenner. There you go. 89 minutes, 40 seconds gone in this one. Yates is also down. Birmingham have taken the lead whilst these two Forest players are down. Let's have a little look. We're just going to have another look at that chance on the replay, actually, from Sky. Yeah, he tries to play for the near post there, Clark. He's got a cut back onto Moncur, and I mean, the covering's good by the Forest defenders, but he could have just put it across the box for Collins and just hope that all hell broke loose at the back post and someone shoved it in. Let's go to the split screen. And it is, sorry, let me just maneuver that. Are we doing it right? By round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay, we should have the right screen up there now. Already finished. Preston 0, Millwall 2. Birmingham have just taken the lead through Zukovic against Huddersfield. 1-1 Luton and Forest, which we're watching into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Bournemouth 1, Bristol City 0. That's going to be a big result for Bournemouth if they can hang on. Rotherham 3, Sheffield Wednesday 0. They're going to stay on -4. And it's Derby 1, Cardiff 1. Not much help to either of them. Let's throw up the live league tables, which tell us that if I remove that banner, Bournemouth are going into 2nd. Bristol City going to drop to 6th. Luton could have made it up onto the 15-point mark in that top 6. Full time at Bournemouth. Bournemouth have won tonight. Birmingham are going to be moving up a couple of places. Not much good there for anyone other than Rotherham. But Rotherham, 9 points from the first 8. You would think they would be nice and happy with that. They can go over 1 point per game this season. I'm sure the Millers will be happy with that and hope that we don't get a high tide season like we did last time. Right, Forest have a free kick right out on the left touchline. It looks like it's going to go in the box from Knockaert. Can they force a chance here and maybe snatch a sensational late winner? Headed back across the box and cleared out. Knockaert has got it again on the left wing. Stood up by Mpanzu, comes in on his right foot. And we all know if you're playing Knockaert, show him his right foot because he always wants it on his left and he puts it out of play. Sluga rushes to take the goal kick. We are into the last minute of stoppage time here. 92-10 up. Luton playing the ball across the back here. Looks like this one is ending as a draw. Played into the right back position there. Sorry, the right centre back position. Pearson has it. He goes long and direct into the channel. Jenkinson wins the header against Clark. Taylor holds it up well. A bit of a lazy ball from Taylor there, but he's won it back. And has he drawn the foul? No, it's gone loose to Knockaert. Knockaert tries to sidestep his man. Gives it away. Can Luton do Forest on the turnover? Foul by Krissy in the centre circle on Luar. And it is full time. Derby 1, Cardiff 1. Derby 1, Cardiff 1 is all over. A draw there. It's 1-1 here. We're now over the minimum stoppage time at 93.08. Now, ref looks at his watch, and I suspect he's about to blow his whistle. It's right in the right wing position. And there you have it. 1-1 here. It is Luton 1, Nottingham Forest 1. Luton take the lead through Glenn Ray in the first half. Nicola Ianu sent off just before half-time. But Forest, good performance from them in the second half to fight with 10 men. They got the bit between their teeth probably for 10-15 minutes around the 50 to 65 minute mark. They get the equaliser there. Good cross by Cyrus Christie. Arriving was Ryan Yates, but it looked like it went in off Glenn Ray, who was defending, and Yates comes in behind him. Looks like it hit him on the head and flew into the net. I think in the end, Forest, reasonable value for that point, and I'm not sure the red card did meet the criteria for serious foul play. So 1-1 and the spoils shared here for Forest. I'll come back to your comments in just a sec. I'm going to go over to Fan First really, really quickly. And you can see we're sponsored by Fan First at the moment. If I bring up on the split screen, you can see how this all works here. So hopefully they've got the championship games for me ready to go here. So I can go into Luton versus Forest and rate now. Sluga, not a hell of a lot to do. Craney, Bradley, Lockyer, Pearson. Ray, I'll give an 8-2 despite the own goal. And Norrington Davis. Dewsbury Hall, I like the look of. Collins, quiet. Lee, quieter. For Forest, not much doing. Christie got the assist, so we'll bump him up. a little bit. Iain obviously got red carded, so we'll go low on him. Colback, neat and tidy. Knockout was a danger throughout the game. Amiobi, not so much. Yates, Lolly, Taylor. So that is how it all works. Referee, I've got to go low because I'm not sure about the red card. Enjoyed the game as ever, but I love my championship. So there you go. And you could go in and rate the managers, etc., etc. So that is fan first. Hopefully you can still see me and I am back. Hopefully everybody's still there. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button there. Very scary moment. Right. Let's have a look at the final scores then in the championship. Obviously, Rotherham are going to be playing for a while longer because of the drone issues at their game. Apologies there. I clicked the wrong button there. But fortunately, the broadcast studio stayed live. I'm just going to go to the split screen, which apparently I need to reset because I went out of the screen. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, dear. Technological problems. And you should be able to see there what is all going on in the championship. Right. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Let's have a look at your comments here. Where are we going to have a look here? Birmingham have scored twice in a game. It must be Christmas. Indeed. David, I've said that, but this result is not acceptable. Wednesday, 3-0 down. We can't do anything with the sending off, though. That much is true. Wednesday, we're hoping to be on plus points by the end of October. Not happened just yet, has it? Bristol City have a lot of injuries. Yeah, Vyman, Sessignon, Mawson. Surprised Martin and Wells didn't start there. Both teams be happy with a point. Maybe in the end they will, actually, there. Houghton, unbeaten in 4. He'll do that for you. As a Borough fan, I'm a bit worried about playing Forest next. Borough, 7 unbeaten, though. Luton getting their first draw of the season. Yes, indeed. They are. Apologies for the technical hitch I got there. I pressed back on the wrong window there. Very scary moment, wasn't it? Still 3-0 to Rotherham, of course. Good draw for us, says Hamza. Shows that we've improved under Houghton. Lyle Taylor, man of the match here. Russ is talking about something Norwich. I don't know whether he's having a chat with anybody else there. I think he's talking about Norwich, Bristol City. Yeah, I suspect Norwich might be a little bit more blessed in terms of squad depth than Bristol City, let's just say. Russ. Iain actually thinks that Rotherham might hang on in there in this one and not concede a last-minute goal. Yeah, I've got to improve my hide-and-seek skills, haven't I? There we go. Very scary moment here. You've got this whole broadcast thing going, and one button will take you out of it. So there you go. Right. Thank you, everybody. Hopefully you saw how Fan First works. www.fanfirst.co.uk. Up there in the corner. I pressed the wrong button again. I went that one. Go ahead. And if you've been watching a game, go and rate your team tonight. As usual, big shout out to the legend, Charlie Frost, 30 years of loyal. Here's to many more. A great friend of the channel and sponsor of all our live watch-alongs this season. Well done, Robert. Congratulations to Birmingham getting the win tonight. We thought they'd messed it up, but they have got the win. So good news for Birmingham and Rotherham tonight. As ever, I will be up bright and early. I will record the review. I'll do the writing and record the review tomorrow, mid-morning. We'll get some clips up. They'll come out during the day. So we will speak about all of this. And then we're going to be going live at 7 and previewing the next round of fixtures at the weekend. By God, they come thick and fast, don't they? Right. If you want a shout out, let me know. And I'm going to go and disappear. And I think we're going to watch the Haunting on Bly Hill or whatever it's called. So thank you to QPR forever. We're assuming Rotherham are going to hold on and win so we can leave the stream tonight. Congratulations to Iain and Rotherham there, says Nat. Good stuff. English teams winning 4-0 in Europe tonight, flying the flag for our leagues in European competition. Right, thank you everybody for watching. It was Luton 1, Forest 1. Thanks to Dan in the chat. Final comment, this result means Monk has worse record than Lukai. Does it really? Goodness me. Russ, nice one. Yes, we'll let you know about the weekend. If not, we'll definitely be on here doing Bristol City versus Norwich. Excellent. Congratulations to David and the Birmingham fans there. Full-time, Birmingham 2-1, second win of the season. Birmingham played well first half, sat back second half. Came back into it after equaliser. Sanchez and Lecco lively for Birmingham. We wondered where the win was coming from. There it was. Thank you to Lee. Lee, thank you for a good merch plug there from Lee. He's been to the Teespring store and bought a Benjamin Bloom mug there. So thank you so much for that. David says, and Benza and Campbell looking good. For Huddersfield, right. Check in with me tomorrow, guys. I'll do a detailed review of tonight's 6 games. And we will be looking at the next load of games live at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Thank you, everybody, for coming along on this stream. Thank you for everybody who did the super chats. And I will see you all on pre-record tomorrow with the review of tonight's games. And we will be live tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Cheers to all of you guys. And it is over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.